What is going on, guys? It is your boy Rocky here, and I'm just bringing you guys a little quick Rocky Talkie. It's going to be a quick one, and this topic actually came up randomly just a few minutes ago. Actually, I noticed that there was a rule change in the CWL rule setup. There is no more weapon draft involved in competitive matches, which I think... So I want to start with that. I'm going to give my opinion on that. The weapon draft system, I was both a fan of and opposed to. This is my first game on, by the way, so don't expect any big numbers, any big streaks. And I'm using low streaks because I have been working on getting some camos just in my free time between UMG matches and such. But I was both a fan of the new weapon draft system as well as not a fan of the weapon draft system, and I'm going to explain that. I was a fan of it because I really wanted a more diverse COD, which is what I would have been getting if the weapon draft system had stayed. It would have forced people to play with different weapons and change up their play styles depending on what weapons they had, and it would be more role-based. But at the same time, I had negative feelings about the weapon draft as well, because very obviously there were going to be people with advantages in it. For example, people using the OSA. The OSA was very viable. You could use it in different situations. No matter what situation you were in, you could make an argument for it to be a weapon. I'm not playing that well right now, and I apologize, but like I said, it's just a quick video, trying to just get a quick one up. And oh, you know what I bet it is? My sensitivity's still hella high, because I was playing snipers. There we go. Slow down the sensitivity a little bit. All of a sudden we're popping 3 pieces. But that was why I was not a fan of the weapon draft system. There definitely would have been like a little bit of unfair elements going into matches, just with the OSA being so arguably good, and with the weapon draft system, only one player would be able to match the OSA, which would be the other OSA player. So they would end up being the powerhouses. You would give that person on your team, whoever had the best shot on your team, oh dear God, I just turned on him. You would give the person with the best shot on your team the OSA, just so then they would be able to win nearly every gunfight that they were involved in. So that was a big reason as to why I was not a fan of the weapon draft system. Otherwise, I thought it was a slightly good idea. It could have been a much better idea if the weapons were more balanced. If the weapons were balanced, then it definitely would have been much more viable to put into the game, actually. It would have been a much... He fell off the map. Okay. Did you see someone? Yes, I did. It definitely would have been something to implement into the game. It would have been something good to invest in, but with the way the weapons were looking, it was not feasible. It was going to be a lot of OSA dominance in the games. Which brings me to my second point, which I'm actually going to address in the next part of the video. I'm going to combine 2 different pubs. So I will address the second part of the video in the next pub, and we actually ended up going on maybe like close to a 20 streak, which was pretty good considering this is my first game on. Actually ended up running out of my OSA ammo, but I will give the rest of Rocky Talkie in the next pub, and I'll see you guys over there. Alright, so welcome back guys. I'm now going to make my second point for the Rocky Talkie that I wanted to address, and the second one actually regards the weapon that I'm currently using, that being the OSA. The OSA at the moment has just been banned from the UMG website. I don't believe it is banned for CWL matches. I could be wrong on that, but at the moment it is not allowed for UMG matches. Which kind of sucks, because honestly, this is arguably mine and probably everybody else's best weapon, just because of how dominant it is. This gun has insanely good accuracy. It's a very accurate weapon. Very high fire rate. And it's just overall a very powerful weapon to use, and very viable for any situation. You can make well, obviously not in that situation. Apparently the car mount shoots me in that situation. But you can make an argument for this gun to be used pretty much anywhere at any time, and it would make sense. It would be able to be used. So, but I think the reason definitely why this game, why UMG's has banned it and possibly CWL. I don't know if it has been banned on CWL. I am getting destroyed by campers right now. This is lovely. But the reason why UMG most likely banned it is because it was powerful to a point where everybody, and I mean everybody, like everybody and their mothers were using this gun. Did I just get 2 kills? Oh, schnitzel. I just went off right there. Straight up destroyed their spawn. Let's go. Anyway. That's most likely the reason as to the ban on this weapon. It's just, like I said, it's very dominant, but to a point where it's actually quite ridiculous. It's dominant to a point where you almost should not be using any other gun, in my full honesty. Dominant to a point where this is the only gun that people should be running. Which makes sense as to why this would become a banned weapon. Okay, well that was terrible. Which makes sense as to why it got banned. Now, while I do say it makes sense for it to be banned, I'm not necessarily happy about it. And the reasoning for that is just that, honestly, this is probably my favorite gun in the game, for very obvious reasons. This gun is extremely powerful, extremely viable in any given situation, and you can pretty much do well with it no matter the situation. You can hip fire well with this, so the close range fights aren't going to be too bad. You can shoot at, if you can control the recoil, you can fire this at long distances, like very long distances. This gun just all around is very dominant, and I know I reiterated that a lot, but that's what it is. This gun is very overpowered. So, while I understand the ban, I am slightly upset about it. Oh god. Yep, that was just a bad gunfight on my part. I should have never done that. So, yes, I understand why it was banned, but I do not... Oh, schnitzel. Even my scorchers are going off. Right. But I am fairly upset about the OSA being banned. Not to a point where I'm not going to be able to use any other weapon. I do really love the ERAD and the K-Bar, as well as the NV4. After the OSA, I believe... I just got killed by fire. I do believe the NV4 is probably my best AR, which is probably going to be a weapon I'm going to be running a lot more now that the OSA has been taken out of competitive matches. Okay, if I got that kill, it's gonna be slightly. I was using the EBR with full auto. That's always annoying. But I definitely think you're gonna be seeing a lot more NV4 action from me comparative to OSA, because as you can tell, the OSA is freaking ridiculous. I'm going 30-9 with this on only my second game on. My shot's not even warmed up right now. It's just the fact that this gun is so simple to use, in my opinion, that almost anyone can perform with this gun. And since that's the truth, just imagine what it's like for actual pros to be using this gun. A gun that's so easy and viable in the hands of a pro is going to be overbearingly dominant, and it's going to be a massive clusterfuck on the map. I was about to say if I got that kill, I was going to be slightly upset. So that's just kind of my thoughts on the update of the competitive community at the moment. There hasn't been like big updates that I can really report on. I was about to say if I lost that gunfight, I was going to be slightly upset. But there hasn't been any huge, massive updates like a gun got really badly nerfed or something along those lines. It's been nothing like that. It's just been small details. I'm so dead. I didn't even reload. Yep. Honestly, I've been thinking about running dexterity more. But other than that, I don't have too many other opinions on things. I mean, I have opinions on a lot of things that I could do for Rocky Talkies, but definitely not ones I'm going to include in this video because they're just completely irrelevant. So this game just actually went really well. I'm at 41-11. I might chase the 40 kill challenge again, honestly, just because that was a really fun challenge to go after. But we ended that game 42-11, almost a 4.0 KD. I thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the OSA ban, as well as the weapon draft being disabled now in competitive. I'd like to know everyone else's thoughts. I'm honestly happy the weapon draft is gone just because I can use the weapons I want. And I'm slightly upset about the OSA being banned, but I feel like after they nerf it, it'll be back. And it just gives me an excuse to run other guns, honestly. So, thank you guys for watching, and bless your little cotton socks.